Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Innocent Life, a futuristic harvest moon. We are here on Sunday, the 14th day of spring, and we have to go and get our checkup done with Dr. Hope today, so I thought that it would be a good time to record. I'll start by cooking. We've moved on from drinks, and we're now able to make basic recipes here, so we have a couple of different salads to make. Hopefully, a couple days from now, I'll be able to watch the cooking channel again and we can get into something a bit more advanced. But so far, we've been doing a pretty good job on learning the recipes that have been given to us. It rained yesterday, so I didn't have to water any of my crops, which was really nice because I've taken it upon myself to grow a lot. We've got asparagus here that we planted a few days ago. I do believe that these are potatoes. I've got some turnips. And I've also planted strawberry, cabbage, and cucumbers, which pretty much takes care of every single crop that's available in spring. And the reason that that is important is because we're gonna need to grow and ship one of each crop in order to participate in the spring festival that's coming up at the end of the month. So I've put my strange moss on each square and I've watered them, so that is going to help me save a bunch of time. I won't have to water that stuff as much, and those should all come in within the next couple of days. That is mostly what I spent most of my time doing. I went ahead and I cleared out the space and tilled all the spaces, collected the strange moss, traveled to town to buy the seeds, etc. And we're pretty low on funds right now. I think last time I recorded I had about $550-ish, so I've pretty much spent all of my money, but it's going to come back to me in tenfold once everything has finished growing and I can ship it. Especially some of the higher selling crops like cabbages, for example. And the asparagus that we got from Marcia should also give us quite a bit of profit. Now that the crops are pretty much all taken care of and I've watered them and the soil is still watered, won't have to worry about that today. I can just head on to Volcano Town and go and talk to Dr. Hope. We want to make sure we get our checkup done as soon as possible, since that's pretty much the main concern for the day. In the morning, he's usually in the kitchen eating breakfast, but after the first bell rings around 10 o'clock in the morning, he should be in his lab, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to him and get our checkup done right away. Oh, and here's Vita as well. The doctor's restless when it's examination day. He just can't wait to see you. By the way, Master Robo, some tools require a high SP. You may not be able to equip them right away. In general, it's a good idea to use a wide variety of tools. So Vita will always give us some nice hints. I was looking for her last time. I was hoping she would give us a bit more information about the spring festival, but unfortunately she doesn't seem to be focused on that right now. I've been waiting for you, Robo. Will you please get into the shine pod? Alright, will do. I'm ready for my weekly tune-up. There we go. Good as new. Alright, it's finished. Your body seems to be functioning normally. I won't have any doubts about sending you to work for another week at the Easter ruins. Let's see now. Your maintenance is finished. Oh, I almost forgot. Repairing that robot looks like it's going to take a little while longer. I'm working on modifying it so that it can help you on the farm, but it was a battle bot after all. I've sent an application to the mayor asking that you'll be allowed to use it. That part shouldn't be any problem. Oh, thank you. Hey, is Robo there? Oh, hello, Gaiac. There you are. Good. Oh, hello, Doctor. I've got a little request for Robo that needs to be done before the Spring Festival. I'd like to use some of Robo's vegetables for the Spring Festival offering. As I'm sure you know, I only grow potatoes and turnips on my farm, so I'd like Robo to grow some other types of crops. Oh, and Marlene has made some more seed bags. I'll give 3 of them to you. If I recall correctly, there are 6 crops that grow in the spring. I'm not asking you to grow them all, but now that you have 6 seed bags, you can grow any of the crops you like. If you can ship the crops by the day before the festival, I'll make sure that the market gives them to me. But Gaiac, I thought no one took part in the Spring Festival anymore. This time is going to be different. Those rumors about Flame Mountain erupting are making quite a few people nervous. I'm sure they'll be interested in a festival dedicated to a fire spirit that lives in the volcano's peak. If we offer some of Robo's crops, everyone will be impressed. They're sure to fix the North Bridge. I want to at least have one other thing besides turnips and potatoes. I'll send those 3 seed bags and a harvest basket over to your farm. They should come in handy. Did you understand everything I said? Yeah, I think so. Pretty straightforward. Alright then, well, I have a lot of work to do, so I'll be seeing you. Goodbye, Robo, Dr. Hope, and Vita. That Gaiac always seems to be in a hurry. Come to think of it, Mr. Gaiac never told Robo when the Spring Festival is, did he? You're right, Vita. The Spring Festival is on the 4th Sunday in spring, Robo. So if you want your crops to be used for the festival, you'll have to ship them by the 4th Saturday. You should probably ship them soon before you forget. I knew about the North Bridge, so I had Gaiac ask everyone to repair it, but Automaton has made everyone so complacent. Who knows when it'll get done if we just leave it to them. Alright, so that pretty much explained everything that I was trying to explain earlier about shipping all of the different crops for the festival. And it is currently the 2nd Sunday of the month, so we have another 2 weeks to get all of those crops shipped, and that shouldn't be a problem now that I've planted them now. It gives me plenty of time to ship at least 1 of each. I'll have plenty more where those came from. So let's just take a quick look at the supermarket, because I think I went over all the crops, but I just want to make sure. Of course, all the seeds that you need are in the first row here, and these change per season, so you'll be able to find everything that you need here. So obviously we've got potatoes, which Gaiac said that he would take care of. Turnips, which again, Gaiac said he would take care of. But don't be discouraged in planting potatoes or turnips if you want to, and if you have the energy and the time to do so, because it's just going to mean additional profit for you, and they grow pretty quickly and are pretty easy to take care of. We've got cabbage, which is the most expensive of the crops, or the seeds to buy rather. We've got cucumbers. We have asparagus, which we got a bunch of from Marcia. And I stand corrected because the asparagus seeds are $40 a piece and the cabbage are $30. So the asparagus is actually the most expensive, but we got a bunch of those for free, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then finally we have strawberry seeds. So those are the only crops that you're required to grow and ship for the festival. You can grow and ship as many or as few as you'd like, just as long as you follow Gaiac's instructions and give him more than just the turnips and the potatoes. And then the seeds on the end here, which I didn't really talk about, are flowers. So in spring, we can grow tulips or we can grow pansies. I'm not too concerned with flowers at the moment. I'm mostly just concerned with seeds. At this point in the game, we don't have the tools necessary to get watering done really all that effectively, aside from using the strange moss. You know, our watering can only water 1 square at a time. The battle bot that Dr. Hope is preparing for us isn't quite ready yet. So we are kind of stuck just watering 1 square at a time when we are required to water. So I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, you know. I don't want to plant a bunch of stuff and then I have to spend all day and all evening watering every single day. Those are sort of the main points I wanted to go over in this video. I've mostly just been passing the time until checkup day, and really the big thing that we're doing is mainly just preparing for the festival, you know, getting our money in order, and not a whole lot of anything else. Spring is pretty quiet for the most part. I haven't shown you guys the back of the property. We haven't gone beyond the bridge to go and see the area that was previously blocked off, but I will do that in a separate video. The reason I haven't really done that yet is because there's not a whole lot back here at the moment, and I would really like to save up and get the scale pack before we go beyond that point, because if we get the scale pack, I'll at least have something to do while I'm down there sort of talking about the area. I'm going to go back up to the farm real quick, and I just want to explain something that somebody in the comments pointed out to me, which is a really good point. So if I take out the watering can as an example, and I don't think I can actually use it because all of these squares are watered. I'll just use it on this square as an example. So when you go to water, if I have water in my watering can, and you see the little number that appears above Robo's head when he waters, I think in a previous video I had stated that that is the amount of PP that is used. So each time you would use it, you would lose 1 PP. But somebody actually corrected me on that, and they let me know that that is actually how much experience you get every single time that you use it. Because as you can see on the item screen, if I pull up the item screen, it actually says right on the screen that it uses 2 PP per use, but I would get 1 experience point per time that I used it. So I just wanted to point that out because I thought that that was really important for anybody who might be playing, and wanted to correct myself. I don't remember the name of the person who pointed that out to me, but thank you very much for the help and catching me on my mistake. So we've pretty much had an entire day go by here. I'm gonna go back to my room. And I'm not sure when it is next that I'm going to do another video. Like I said, I'm basically just watering a lot of plants and waiting for those to come in, rebuilding my money, and just getting ready for the Spring Festival. So next time I decide that there's anything that's really important to show off, I will of course do another video. But I might not do one until next Sunday. It's just going to depend on what is going to come up. If you guys have any questions, or if you've played this game and there's anything you'd like to see that I may have missed or overlooked so far, then please leave it in a comment and let me know. Because this isn't a game that I'm as experienced with as my previous Harvest Moon playthroughs, there is going to be stuff that I'm going to miss, so I am really depending on you guys to give me the help if I need it. That would be very much appreciated, and would really appreciate your input and feedback. And that's pretty much it for this video. I think I've pretty much said all that there is to say, so I'm going to tuck Robo into bed, and I'm going to start the week over fresh. Hopefully I will see you guys soon for another video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.